joy of business is a way of living. It's not just the way that you do your work. It includes the way that you do your work. It's actually about everything is a creation. It is about I am creativity. Yeah.
I love that. And you're such an invitation for Joy of Business. Like, just want to share, like, I met you some months ago in person, and we had different classes together that you facilitated. And it was wonderful to see a different space that you be. And with the actual facilitation, the questions that you ask, and the space that you be and invite others to be, I'm just so excited for what can open up with the Joy of Business book club for people if they desire to choose that. And I was curious, what has been your experience with the Joy of Business tools? When did you get to know those tools? And just, just tell us a little bit more about that.
Oh my goodness, I'm like, where do I begin? First of all, I went to my first Joy Business class in I'm pretty sure it was 2013. And at the time I didn't have Joy Business and I didn't have a business. And I was very much, I would say, dissatisfied by the way that I created my money flows and by the way I worked. I was extremely dissatisfied, and I knew something greater had to exist. And so I met Simone Milasas, who I know really well now, the creator of Joy Business. And she had a very different perspective in regard to business and why would you do something that you don't love, you know? And she said in that first class that I did, she said, can you guys contribute? And contribute is to put your energy into something, whether that is your mother's birthday party or me moving house at the moment or whatever. Can you actually contribute? Or let's say I have a friend and one of my kids just moved to Toronto. I have 2 kids living in Toronto right now. That you add to something improving and becoming greater. That's what contribution is. By you being there, things become greater, they improve. And everyone in the room said, yes, I can, that I can do. And so what really was stopping people was the structures and the judgments and the points of views about failure and I can't do this. And so what we realized in Joy Business, that there is a very, I'm going to say, like, solid programming around work and business. And there's very solid points of views and projections around this should be the way it is. This is the form. This is the structure. And we're saying, no, actually, there's something greater exists. Of course, we have systems for Joy Business. Of course, I have systems for my business. Actually, Joy Business is you finding what you love, developing that, monetizing that, whether that's working as a HR manager, I know you're a project manager. So whatever area that's in, do you have joy in being where you are and doing your work?
That's awesome. For now, we're going to be starting a Joy of Business book club on October 7th.
Woohoo!
And can you share a little bit what is actually a book club? Like, how, for those people that don't know, what does that mean? And yeah, like, how do you facilitate a book club and what can people expect?
So the way that I personally facilitate a book club is I go through the stories in the book, and the way I look at them is all the stories in the book are the way people used the tools of Access Consciousness to transform their relationship in regard to business. So if you look at someone like me, I had a point of view, I was a failure, I didn't work, and then I found the tools of Joy Business. I applied them. And despite my very fixed points of views that I was a failure, that I wasn't good enough, that I couldn't generate money doing what I love. So it's about using the book to identify the points of views, because your points of views create your business. Your points of views are like a giant boomerang. And so we come in and we read bits and pieces from the book, and then people go away and they have home play. You know, when you are doing business, you have to be willing to have everything and lose everything. Whereas most people are not willing to have everything. So we'll pick, like, sections of the book and break that down in a way that you begin to actually look at receiving the information, which is allowing it in, because most of us have walls and barriers up to business. And so a barrier is a judgment that separates you from having everything. And I suppose the big thing about the Joy Business book is I've been facilitating Joy Business since 2016. That's 8 years. And Kalina, I mean, you met my son when I was in Canada, you know. Not only has it transformed my relationship with business, you know, I've traveled the world facilitating workshops. I have 2 children that are doing their dream job, football coaching in Toronto, and my eldest daughter is working in, you know, corporate. And so these are kids that were like, hey, can we do this? The tools work. So the book club will be using the tools, going off and working the tools for the week, you know, using the clearing processes. For example, what judgment have you made more real than the infinite possibilities available for you in your business, you know? And then you go away, you work the tools, and then you come in and we have a conversation in consciousness about the tools and the application to them. And I suppose the big thing about it, it's pragmatic tools and stories that allow you to change your business, and so that you can function from, I would say, the big thing, people are so stressed and they've decided they're so wrong in regard to business. And you know this, you know, and it allows people to get relaxed and to start trusting themselves that they do know what they would like to have and they can create it, and then identifying the points of views that are stopping you having what you actually would like to have. Why would you not give yourself, I'm going to say, like, the space, or give yourself the choice, the chance to actually have what you would like to have with work and business, you know?
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. I really look forward to that exploration. It's going to be over 8 weeks. So for whoever that speaks to, we're going to start on 7th of October. We're going to share the links down so you can get a bit more information and register if you would like. If the times are not working for you, there would still be recordings provided. So if you're not able to attend a certain point, you'll be able to catch up. And regardless of whether you have business or not,
or joy or not,
or joy or not, we'll be very happy to have you and that we can explore those tools together, because I've really seen what the tools of Access Consciousness can transform and what invitation they can be to empower us to know that we know, and that there are possibilities for us that we previously thought are not there. So.
Totally. And just to finish, a beautiful story that is the essence of Joy Business. I had a lady come to clean out my apartment, like get in and do like real deep cleaning, you know, when you're cleaning an apartment to hand it over. And I was so grateful for her. And she was so, she loved her job and she was so proud of the way she got the apartment ready. And I messaged her thanking her, and I'm like, thank you so much. And she said, I wish there was more people in the world like you. And just to be super clear, that's our target with Joy Business, is we would like to create a world where we have gratitude for our work. And that when I paid her, I was happy to pay her. You know, I was like delighted to pay her. She did a phenomenal job and she improved my life with her service and her business. And so it's so gorgeous. So we would love to create a world, instead of judgment and separation and hatred and fighting around money and business, that we actually could have gratitude and collaboration, and that you could have conversations if something didn't work. And so it's really it's a dynamic way to do and be business. Yeah. Beautiful.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for your time. And if you're watching this now, hello. And if you're watching in the future and you'd like to come on or read the book, or both, it's either 22 or 24 chapters, it's an amazing read. And I would say 10, 12 years after I picked it up, it still applies to me today. It really does. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you soon, guys. And what if business could be the adventure of living? Beautiful. Bye, everyone.
Bye.